Hey guys, what's up? This advice is for any dental students who are out there who have basically had their lives turned around, or your academic lives turned around anyway, with this whole COVID-19 situation. You are taking remote classes now that sort of suck, and your graduation has been pushed back, or your next year has been pushed back. And so I want to just jump in and let you know what I think you should be doing right now, basically to make this time play out in your favor. Because right now, if you're just doing whatever everybody else is doing, you're not taking advantage of the time. So first thing you want to do is build a website. So go ahead and buy a domain. It could be like drchickchondds.com or drchudds.com, whatever, your name, dds.com. And go ahead and start it, and it doesn't matter what service you use. You can use Wix, Weebly, GoDaddy, whatever. I think I made my first site with Weebly. And buy the domain, and then buy the hosting, the 1-year, 2-year hosting plan. Now you wanna have at least 3 pages on there, right? You're gonna have your home page and then your About You section. Just go ahead and fill that out now. You don't have to wait. Just fill it out right now with like what made you go into dentistry, a little bit about your family, about where you're from, just a little bit about yourself. And the second thing that you have to do is pick something that you really like in dentistry. So pick one procedure that you could see yourself growing in. So say for example, you like Invisalign, or you like implants, or you like veneers, or composites, whatever. Pick one thing that you really like in dentistry. You don't have to commit to that for like 10 years. Just pick one thing you think is interesting. And it's important to not limit yourself to what you know right now. Think to what you would like to grow your practice in the future, and focus on that procedure. Now you take this procedure and you create a lot of content around it. Now I don't just mean like post an Instagram picture on it, right? That's not what I mean at all. Instead, go ahead and create a Google document. So you're gonna make a 10-page Google document that's gonna be a patient's guide to so-and-so, like patient's guide to Invisalign. And you're gonna go ahead and put in there what are the risks, what are the alternatives, what they should expect, what the costs are. So you don't want to put marketing in there. You're not marketing yourself or marketing your practice. You're just trying to make it as information rich as possible. And you can just go to other sites and copy and reword. And I'm not talking about plagiarizing or any of that stuff. I'm just talking about assimilating all of the most useful pieces of information on the web and put that into your Google Doc. The trick is to make it really conversational. Now, a lot of you probably feel apprehensive, like I'm not an expert on Invisalign, or I'm not an expert on this or on that. You might be feeling that way, but it's pretty much no different than writing a research paper in dental school. The only thing is that this is easier. You just write it in a conversational style, make sure to put a lot of good information on there, and then you're gonna go ahead and click Save As, PDF. Actually, before you save as in PDF, just put like a nice cover picture on it. It doesn't have to be fancy, it doesn't matter that much, but save it as a PDF, and then you're gonna put that PDF available on your website, and you're also gonna go to Amazon and publish it for free, or for maybe like 50 cents or for $1 or something on Amazon for patients to be able to buy that. And once you do that, you're basically a published author on Amazon, and you're linked to that subject as well. So you're already starting to get some reputation for being a helpful person in that subject. Then you want to go back to your website, and one of those pages, you want to make them dedicated to this procedure. So go ahead and put a lot of information, a lot of text, a lot of pictures, links, and your PDF that's freely downloadable from your website. So now you've created a website that's got really good information on it. And so what that does is that lets you sit inside Google's sandbox, and the algorithms are sifting through your site. And the longer they sift through that useful information and they see that it's actually helpful, the more you're gonna climb the ranks in Google. And so I actually did this when I was still in my residency. And so by the time I graduated my residency, I already had patients asking for full mouth reconstructions. And so that was a really, really important thing as far as cash flow. Like when I started off, I was already getting cash flow, already getting a lot of patient phone calls. So the sooner you do this, the sooner you're gonna have time to climb in ranks. It doesn't matter what city you're gonna be in. You can always add that information later, but the important part is you start linking your name and your domain to a subject and making it authoritative. So that's the beginning of how you can become authoritative on a subject. So that way, once you graduate, you're already hitting the ground running and you are on your way to becoming an expert.